Good afternoon, greetings from beautiful and sunny Jerusalem. Jerusalem Jane just jumping on board here to give you an update what happened here in Israel overnight. Approximately at 1:30 this morning, Israeli fighter jets attacked targets in Syria. According to reports, another cargo plane coming in from Iran, most likely stocked with weapons again, was targeted by the Israeli Defense Forces. As a result of that, the Syrian air defense shot anti-aircraft missiles toward the Israeli planes. They are Russians, they are called S-200s. They have a warhead of 200 kilos. Unfortunately, one of those slipped through the anti-missile defense system here in Israel and literally flew 300 kilometers into Israel. This, of course, set off sirens in Israel, and it landed actually. It actually exploded in open air, but fragments were coming down in the area around Dimona, which is the area where Israel has a nuclear site. So this was definitely intense. All over Israel, many places of Israel, you could hear the sirens going off, and people heard the blast from explosions. Even all the way here in Jerusalem, people were hearing loud sounds from explosions. As a result of this, Israel went back into Syria and took out some of the sites where they were shooting at the Israeli planes. So of course, this has been very hectic. The Israeli Defense Forces are looking into how this 200 kilo missile managed to fly 300 kilometers through Israel without being shot down. Of course, this should not happen. So this has been very intense. And of course, it's always tense up north. We know that Iran is flying one plane after another into Syria with their Iranian troops in Syria. They are flying in different kinds of weapons. They also want to distribute it to Hezbollah in Lebanon. So Israel is always doing what Israel needs to do when it comes to defending their borders. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, has said in very strong terms that we will not allow Iran to have a nuclear bomb, which we know they are working every day trying to enrich enough uranium so they can make a bomb to reach Israel, but also moving in Syria. And of course, with their proxies, Hezbollah up in north, who has hundreds and thousands of rockets towards Israel, and we know also with Hamas in the Gaza Strip. So even here in Jerusalem, we were hearing these loud sounds during the night, waking up thinking, what in the world is going on? So thank God nobody was injured, nobody was hit. And again, the Israeli Defense Forces are our heroes. They are putting their lives on the line every day in protecting us here in Israel. They are our watchmen on the walls. So like I always say, thank you, amazing friends, lovers of Israel around the world. Thank you for standing in the gap for Israel for such a time as this. Thank you for your prayers that God will protect His Holy Land. So I'm going to end this video a little bit private, and I'm only doing that because some people asked me to. But you can see there is some Danish flag over here. You probably know, many of you who follow me on my social media, that I'm Danish. And I had someone saying, is your birthday not coming up? Actually, my birthday is tomorrow, April 23rd, here in Israel. A new day begins at sunset, which means my birthday is actually going to be tonight. And then all day tomorrow. Some of you asked, because you know that I'm trying to do my best, just one woman, to keep you updated about what's going on in Israel. I am here, not funded by anyone, not having a salary, but anyone, just literally blessed by people around the world who is giving tax-deductible donations, saying, Jane, we want to be sure that you can stay in Israel and be that voice that is sharing, like I just did, about what's happening in Israel. So for those of you who have asked how you can financially bless me and send me a gift for my birthday tomorrow, when I post this video, I will share a link to a PayPal and also to a tax-deductible donation platform that is set up for all of those people who follow me and who lives in America. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and everyone who want to do that. If it doesn't speak to your heart, just leave it. But I just wanted to share it because people have been asking. So again, we are good, we are safe here in Israel because God, the one who watches over Israel, he neither slumbers nor sleeps. He is watching over his land and over his people, and Israel has one of the best militaries in the world because they have to. That's just as plain as it is. Thank you for watching this update from Israel. Thank you for those of you who want to send me a special birthday blessings. I would really, really appreciate it. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.